Hi, I'm Glenn Davis. Welcome to the USU Soccer Show. Today I'm at the University of Houston, home of Major League Soccer's the Houston Dynamo. Now, Houston is a great soccer city and no stranger to USU Soccer. In fact, the Adidas USU Soccer Workshop and Coaches Convention was held here last February. And the USU Soccer Adidas Cup International Girls Tournament has been held here on several occasions. Numerous youth players have come out of this community to go on to careers collegiately and professionally. There's a lot going on this month, as June is when all USU Soccer state championships are decided. And that means we have our field set for regional tournaments. Let's visit with our correspondent, Todd Roby, and see what's shaping up with the USU Soccer Regional Championship.
Hi, I'm Todd Roby with US Youth Soccer to give you a preview of the 2006 US Youth Soccer Regional Championships. Let's start in Region 1, where over 260 teams have earned the way to the championships. Several teams look to return to previous success, including the US Youth Soccer New Jersey State Champion, Under-18 Girls PDA Wildcats, who defeated Arsenal World Class in the final to advance to the Region 1 championships. PDA brings a wealth of experience to Virginia Beach as the 2003 US Youth Soccer National Champion and three-time Region 1 champion. The Maryland State Youth Soccer Association is also sending a returning regional champion to Virginia Beach, the girls Under-19 Bethesda Excel. Bethesda is ranked as Soccer America's #8 girls club and sending a total of 7 teams to Region 1. Also sending a number of teams to Region 1 is the Beadling Soccer Club out of Pennsylvania West. A total of 11 clubs have advanced, including 5 boys and 6 girls. Beadling is one of the oldest soccer clubs in America, founded in 1898. In Region 2, 210 teams have advanced, including 8 from the Michigan Hawks Wolves Soccer Club. The Carmel United Soccer Club from Indianapolis will look to face these Michigan players after a great showing at the US Youth Soccer Indiana State Championships. And finally, out of Region 2, the Eclipse Select 87-88 Black will look to begin their quest to win back-to-back US Youth Soccer National Championships after taking the Illinois State Championship crown. In Region 3, the top 184 teams will play, including from the US Youth Soccer Oklahoma State Championships, the Edmond and Tulsa Soccer Clubs, who combined to take 7 of 12 championships to advance to the regional championships. The Tulsa Soccer Club 91, under-15 boys, won their 4th consecutive state championship. Joining these Oklahoma champions will be 7 teams from Castle out of North Carolina. Castle's advanced 5 boys and 3 girls teams, including under-16 boys Castle Elite, who are the 2005 regional champions. We'll conclude our preview here in Region 4, where the top 240 teams will showcase their talent, including former regional champions Real Colorado, under-19 boys, and Sereno 88, under-18 girls, who will make return trips to the US Youth Soccer Region 4 Championships. A 5-time regional champion and 2004 national champion, the Mustang Blast will again advance to regional play as 2006 US Youth Soccer California North under-17 girls state champions. Arsenal FC out of California South also looks to repeat as national champions this summer after winning the 2004 and 2005 US Youth Soccer National Championship. Joining the Arsenal club from Cal South will be 3 San Diego Surf teams who swept the girls U16 through 18 championships. We'll be back in July to preview the US Youth Soccer National Championships. In the meantime, keep up with the action at usyouthsoccer.org. Back to you, Glenn.
Thanks, Todd. The USU Soccer National Championship Series began last September with over 10,000 teams at the state level, and now we're down to about 800 teams competing at the regional tournaments. Who's going to be in the final 48 that make it to Des Moines, Iowa for next month's US Youth Soccer National Championships? Follow all of the action from the regional tournaments on our website. Get scores, game reports, and photos at championships.ususoccer.org. Next month we'll have highlights from the USU Soccer Regional Championships right here on Fox Soccer Channel. Now, let's head out to the practice field and visit with our USU Soccer's coaching education staff for this month's edition of our Skills School.
Hi, I'm Eddie Henderson. I'm the Director of Coaching for Nevada Youth Soccer. Today I'm going to show you about dribbling for control. Now I'm going to show you dribbling with the inside of the foot. Now I'm going to show you dribbling with the outside of the foot. Now I'm going to show you dribbling with the sole of your foot, or the bottom of your foot. For more information, visit ususoccer.org or visit your state association's website.
Great work, Eddie. Now let's turn our attention to some players who've got some skills. The USU Soccer Olympic Development Program, a program for our elite players, offers opportunities for the best to train with and play against the best. Our cameras were in New Jersey last week to catch some of the action at the USU Soccer Region 1 Olympic Development Program tournament. The USU Soccer Olympic Development Program began in 1977 and is widely recognized as the premier identification and developmental program for elite players in the country. Many great players and coaches have been a part of this program. Most of the players suiting up this summer for the United States in the World Cup came through the USU Soccer Olympic Development Program.
The selection process for the USU Soccer Girls ODP program begins at the state level. A player would try out for the state team, be selected to the team, participate on that state team through the spring, then attend our regional camp, where she would be pitted against the best players in the entire region from many different state associations. It's in that environment where really the best identification and development occurs.
This selection is very hard because there are so many great players from all over the area, and it's hard. You have to give your all every single minute that you're out there in order to be selected.
The selection process is very difficult because a lot of girls come out, and it's just, New Jersey's one of the bigger states, and so it's just it's very difficult.
The USU soccer program helps me in my career by letting me see my competition. I get to play with kids from all over the country who are striving for the same goals that I am, and so I can see where I stand on that.
USU Soccer ODP is important to me as a coach because it gives me the opportunity to work with some of the highest caliber players in the state. So a lot of times you're not able to deal with 18 top players all at once, so it's great. You can really push the envelope with training and really push these kids and see how far you can go with them.
You're getting the best training from the best coaches, playing with the best players that you can, and to be successful you have to be in the best environment possible, and this is giving that environment.
We've had some great successes. Bruce Arena, our current national team coach, coached within the boys program. Dave Sarakin, the head coach of the Chicago Fire, coached within the program. Bob Bradley, who's with Chivas USA, coached within this program. So we have coaches that have gone on to make their mark at the professional and international level. From a player's perspective, on the current World Cup roster, there are 6 Region 1 Olympic Development Program players that will be participating in this World Cup. From Claudio Reyna, Bobby Convey, Tim Howard, Chris Albright, Gooch Onweyu. So we take a great deal of pride in seeing those players move through the program, get the chance to compete at the highest stage possible.
I think that in USU Soccer Girls ADP, you cannot discount the fact that we are also teaching life lessons. In addition to creating positive environments for players competitively, in addition to stretching them at athletic levels and on the soccer field, we're also teaching them lessons about life that deal with elements that are crucial for people in their early development. Issues of self-esteem, issues of confidence, feeling good about oneself. And I think those types of people are going to be in the next generation better CEOs, parents, moms, as a result of these life lessons learned on the soccer field.
US Youth Soccer has helped me in my career because of the high competition and high level of playing that I've improved, not just mentally, but physically as well, on and off the soccer field.
Each kid tries out in September, so it's a long process, and we have training for 5 or 6 months, and then we have the regional tournament, and then we start training again and then preparing for the national. So it's a great accomplishment to get that far, and there's only 4 teams that get to the national championship, and I've been fortunate that we've had 2 teams that have won the national championship.
The Region 1 tournament began in 1994, and we formed a tournament to do exactly what we've done at the national level now, which was to have the players from each state association play in a tournament format so they could compete. They all compete in camps and they all compete against each other normally, but this is a different type of competition than they're used to as an Olympic Development Program state team.
The level of play has increased incredibly over 10 years. The level in 10 years is, you couldn't describe the difference in the talent today.
Playing ODP is really important in college selections. I mean, going to these events, there's always college coaches, so that, from a college aspect, that has definitely helped. And I mean, if you want to play for the national team, usually people go through ODP.
I want to play in college after this, and then hopefully I would like to try out for the regional team. If I make the regional team, then I could play for the national team.
I think that if you're a young player today, you have a lot of choices in terms of where your development and where your identification is going to be. And some of those choices are good choices, but in my heart of hearts, I honestly believe that the US Youth Soccer Girls ODP is the best choice for a developing young girl, female athlete in the game today.
Coming up, we'll make a visit to the Gulf Coast, to Mississippi and Louisiana, and learn about how soccer has persevered since the tragic hurricanes of last September. We'll also have more training tips in our Coaches Connection segment, and we'll learn about goalkeeping gloves. All coming up when the USU Soccer Show returns. Welcome back to the USU Soccer Show. Last September, Hurricanes Katrina and Rita ripped through the Gulf Coast, devastating parts of Mississippi and Louisiana. Homes and loved ones were lost. Many families were displaced and spent time right here in Houston. The soccer community in these states have worked hard to welcome back those families and help them rebuild and reestablish soccer in their communities.
As a result of the hurricane, 40 to 50% of our players who live in the New Orleans area evacuated the state. And in January, registrations were only about half that. We're down almost 15,000 players.
It was really difficult. I mean, my dad called and he said that the house was gone, and of course we didn't comprehend it at first. And then we heard more people, and it's just really hard, like all the FEMA trailers and all that stuff.
Our fields
FEMA trailers.
Yeah, our fields were taken over because they were on UNO's campus, so the teachers now have a trailer community there, so we don't really have fields.
It's like a war zone down there. I mean, everything's damaged and tore up, and when they could get out in some green grass and run around and have fun, and that was a big plus for them.
It's really hard to go back to your regular routine with training as a soccer player. At times it's hard for us to find a place to even practice the field. We usually have to practice in an indoor facility, so we never get the real soccer life like we used to have.
After one tournament, coming home was one of the hardest things we did because we've been living in this FEMA trailer for about 6 months now, and there's 4 of us in a trailer that's like 10 by 28 feet. And I mean, my oldest daughter, I mean, she just, had some tough times. When you come back from staying in a nice hotel, plenty of room, everybody's happy, the kids are running up and down the halls, and then all of a sudden you come back and into reality. It's a lot of peaks and valleys.
It was trying to get them back to normal, and at first, the kids thought they were okay, but you could tell that there was stress on them because they were worried about their house and their parents, and I think they all pulled together pretty good.
The first thing we wanted to do is provide something for the kids to get their mind off of the hurricane, and within 3 weeks of the hurricane, we had kids back on soccer fields without goals and other things, doing camps, playing games, just to get something besides what they were having to go through at the family level in their home life.
You just can't help but think about when you're out here what a normal soccer weekend it looks like, but realizing when you go back into the community you see the devastation, and you feel like this really adds value because it really adds a tremendous normalcy to everybody's life.
It's got a lot better, and the help other states have been. South Texas sent us money. I mean, it was this unbelievable assistance we got from US Youth Soccer and everybody.
With everything being so disrupted, the one thing they can look forward to is going out, playing a little soccer, having fun with their friends, seeing their coaches, just being on the field and releasing some energy.
Are you glad to be back with your soccer team?
Yes, I love them.
There's still lots to be done before anyone can say they've truly recovered. If you'd like to contribute, please contact either state association or make donations through the U.S. Youth Soccer Foundation, 9220 World Cup Way, Frisco, Texas, 75034. For more information, call 800-4SOCCER or log on to usyouthsoccer.org. Player development and coaching education is so important to improving our game. Let's learn how coaches can teach players how to improve their defending in this month's Coaches Connection.
Hi, I'm Sam Snow, the Director of Coaching Education for US Youth Soccer. With the help of Sarah and Reagan, we're going to show you some of the information in regards to how to defend, the first defender. Go ahead, Reagan, get on the grid a little bit. Sarah's got the ball. Sarah's going to try to dribble across the grid. Here we go. Come in defender. Good, and stop. Come back and set it up. So what we need to clean up, coaches, is the speed at which Reagan is coming in. She came in so fast that time, Sarah was able to fake her a little bit and then just go right around her. So we want her to come fast first to cover the yardage, and then when she gets about 5 yards away, 3 yards away from the dribbler, then she's going to get down low to the ground and go slower so she's under control to be able to defend against the dribbler. Play. Good, and leave it. That's a good tackle. Sarah, come back here and collect the ball. Reagan gets set back up. Good, so now go ahead and play. now you see, coaches, that Reagan is doing a much better job in terms of her timing and coming in on the ball. She covers the ground first with good speed. Then when she gets close to the dribbler, she's slowing down. Good. Same thing, just coming this way. Same thing coming this way. And she's showing some patience now, getting her hips right, her footwork right, looking for the timing to make the tackle. Good. Sarah, come towards this end. Reagan down towards that end. Okay. So now, Reagan, what I want you to do this time is when you come at the dribbler, come in at an angle so you can begin to get her to go where you want her to go. Play. Good, leave it. Okay, Sarah, come here with the ball. Reagan, let me take your place for just a second. And all we're gonna do, you're good right there. All we're gonna think about is, as I go in at Sarah, I want sometimes to come in at a little bit of an angle so that I can begin to force her where I want her to go. Maybe I want her to go this way to my left. Maybe I want her to go the other way. So then I would simply come in, Sarah, back up a couple of steps. Then I would simply begin to come in a little bit at a different angle, okay? So I can begin to force her to go where I want her to go. Maybe in a game that's to take her away from the goal. Maybe it's to take her away from her teammates. Maybe it's to force her towards the boundary line so I got a better chance of defending against her. So think now about your angle as you come in, as well as your speed as you come in. Play. Good. Sarah, the ball, start over. So good patience on the part of Reagan there, making her tackle with her back foot, showing some good timing. Play. She's beginning to come in a little bit of an angle now. Maybe she's forcing Sarah onto her weak foot, the dribbler onto her weak foot. Leave it. Come here. So Reagan, maybe you're trying to get her onto her weak foot by the angle you come in. Maybe you're trying to take her to where you have a better chance of making a tackle with your strong foot. Play. Get in now, yes. When she fumbles it a little bit, that's when you get in for the tackle. Very good, come on in, girls. Come on in here. So that's the beginning of the first offender in regards to her speed and angle of approach, showing some restraint when she gets in tight, showing some control over her body when she gets in close to make confident tackles. For more information, go to ususoccer.org or to your State Soccer Association website.
Thanks, Sam. For more information on coaching courses in your area, or for training tips and practice plans, log on to ususoccer.org and check out the Coaches Connection. Now, Sam just showed us defending for field players, but let's not forget about the last line of defense, goalkeepers. We caught up with professional goalkeeper Jeff Cassar for some hands-on instruction.
Hi, my name is Jeff Cassar. I'm a goalkeeper for FC Dallas. I played my youth soccer up in Michigan for Vardar 3. Today I'm here to talk to you about the Adidas goalkeeping glove. One of my favorites, obviously. To me, the most important thing is the palm. Okay, I prefer the super softy palm. Being here in Texas, it's dry, the ground's hard, and I want my gloves to stick really nice. Now, if I'm gonna maybe go play up in Boston, I might use one of the Adidas Gore-Tex palms where it's a little more rain resistant and it's better for just wet conditions. When I'm working with my club here in Texas, Sting, I tell my goalkeepers to buy their goalkeeping gloves about a fingernail bigger than what their finger is. So you want it just about a fingernail bigger. You don't want it too tight because then the glove actually rips and things happen. So you want to give yourself a little bit of leeway in the fingertip. And these are called fingertip gloves. So putting it on here. You have the elastic wristband, which is a lot comfortable, good fit. And as you can see, just about a fingertip. Also, what you'll see here is the wraparound part. I love this because it gives me a good feel on the ball. And that's most important for a goalkeeper is you want to have a good feel on the ball. You don't want to feel like you're swimming around in your gloves or anything. You want to feel the ball nicely. You get 2 gloves, one for the game, one for practice. Because if you're wearing your game gloves all practice, every practice, all year long, they're going to become horrible and then you're not going to have good gloves in the game. Buy 2 pairs. It doesn't have to be expensive. The practice pair can be whatever you want it to be, whatever's in your price range, but you want to keep your game glove on the little bit towards the higher end, okay? And when the game glove becomes a little bit ruined, you move that down to the practice pair and buy a new game pair. And remember, kids, the W.
Thanks, Jeff. That's our show for this month. We'll be back in July with an update on the USU Soccer Regional Championships and a preview of the USU Soccer National Championships. We'll also take a look at Top Soccer, which provides opportunities for players with disabilities, and we'll visit with Sam Snow as he takes us inside at one of the National Youth License courses. But more importantly, we want to show more about you. We're looking for great goals and game highlights, as well as great stories to share. So contact us at the USU Soccer Show, 9220 World Cup Way, Frisco, Texas 75034. Or send us an email at theshow@ususoccer.org. I'm Glenn Davis. Thanks for watching, and until next time, it's game on.